Everybody needs to apply for U.S. citizenship. If you're a green card holder, you need to apply because under Trump, it's very risky. You could lose your green card forever and be placed into removal deportation proceedings. In this video, I'm going to tell you all of the documents that you need to apply for U.S. citizenship. All right. Okay. Now check out my other videos if you want more specifics of different parts of citizenship, but this one's going to cover all the documents that are necessary. Now the form that you're going to be filling out is N400. All right. That's the form that you fill out. You can file it online. You can do the paper copy of it. My recommendation is do the online form, but the documents are the most important part of your citizenship application because you need to establish a few things. One, you have good moral character. Two, that you've actually continuously resided in the United States for either 3 or 5. We'll talk about that. And that you deserve citizenship for all those other reasons as well. All right. Now let's talk about the documentation. First thing that you need to demonstrate and give to them is that you actually have permanent residence, either on the 3-year basis or the 5-year basis. Most people are going to do it on the 5-year basis. If you're married to a citizen, you can do it on the 3-year basis and apply for it earlier, but it requires more documents. I'll tell you what those documents are at the end of it as well. All right. Now, the other thing is that you actually have to fill out the form. You have to pay the filing fee. If you do it online, it's a little bit cheaper than on the paper copy of it. All right. Now, let's talk about the documents that you need. All right. First, in addition to your green card, you're going to have your birth certificate, showing that you were born, wherever you were born, what's your date of birth and so forth. You got to have your marriage certificate. If you're married to an American citizen or you're just married in general, you're going to have your passport. Make sure your passport's valid. It's not expired. And if you've got children, you've got to identify all your children. Please do not make a mistake and forget your children off of the application because then you will not be able to file for them later when you become a citizen. All right. Now, in addition, there's other things as well. You got to know that you got to have your taxes that you've filed. You got to have proof of that as well because that's really important. It goes towards good moral character. All right. Now, if you were arrested, and your cases are dismissed or, they were kind of thrown away and so forth and nothing happened, you got to get certificates of disposition showing that your cases for a criminal court were dismissed. All right. Now, if you sentenced to something, you got to get more documentation about what that sentencing was and what happened and so forth. All right. Now, those are the things that show your good moral character, your taxes, your criminal record and so forth. All right. Now, last thing I want to say about this is that you have to make sure that you're a good person. So don't get into trouble. All right. But those are the documents.